Folks, what a fucking pay-per-view. Welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I am your host, Conrad Cushman. With me today, two people that you should be very familiar with.
D.
What up, D?
Rob,
what's good, man? We are going to talk about AEW Revolution, man. What an incredible pay-per-view that just went off the air. We are going to run through everything from the buy-in all the way till the main event. But before you guys do that, do me a favor. Make sure that you guys hit that lovely Death Rider on the like button. We need as many likes as we can get on this video. Helps more people see it. If you are watching this after the fact, make sure you comment using the keyboard down below. I want to hear your thoughts on this show. Favorite match, favorite moment. Live chat's going to be live. I appreciate everybody who is in here. So let's get to the shout outs for everybody in the live chat. We got PR Nightmare. What is going on, Nelson? B-Boy Skyline is in the house as well. The Dope Man is also in here. Dope Man. Six in the house. What's going on, Sick? Jesus De Leon. Appreciate you being in here, man. Doug is also in the house. John L. Jackson in the house. What's going on, guys? Man, good to have everybody in here, man. Wild pay-per-view. Big shout out if you guys are listening to the podcast version. Shout out to Ant Won't Stop. He let me use his song, AEW Revolution. The song is available on iTunes and Spotify. All you have to do is search AEW Full Gear and you'll find a playlist of his songs. He does themes for the WWE pay-per-views, AEW. Ant Won't Stop has some really dope stuff, so make sure after you're done listening to this that you guys check him out. Appreciate it. Holy shit, boys. I don't even know where to start with this show. We're live, Chicago, Illinois.
Chicago!
Wintrust Arena. Man, this is like a big wrestling town now, man. Like, you hear Chicago, you think of the iconic Chicago Bulls, the Blackhawks from a few years ago that were winning all the Stanley Cups, the Bears from, like, 85. Like, dude, you just think of all the iconic things in Chicago. And I think wrestling and AEW have become synonymous with the Chicago crowd and just everything that happens there. Man. I started off the show. Now, I'm going to tell you guys the truth here. All of these votes for the matches, this was me, Derek, Rob, Donnie, Brandon. We all kind of gave our input on all of these. So if you hear something that you disagree with or gets wonky, we could tell you what really happened in the voting polls with that. But this should be fun, man. What'd you think of Chicago crowd tonight, D?
Chicago crowd was definitely live. Definitely live. I appreciate that. You don't get to see that too much anymore.
Nice. Rob, what did you think of them?
they were on fire the whole night, man.
Do you think, now, is it a mistake for AEW to continue going back to Chicago constantly, or is this a wise move with how ticket sales have been going for everybody?
You look at like WWE back in the day, they always ran Madison Square Garden. That was their home base. Chicago's kind of like their home base.
Big facts. I like it, man. I also see we have Hubbard Weekly Wrestling in here. What's going on, Hubbard? My man Sean Hubbard covers some of the best things. Sean Harrington is in the house. Appreciate you, Sean. RJ is in the house as well, telling us what's up. Good to see you in here, RJ. Man, let's start it off, man. I want to say this too. Great video packages to open up the show. I had a hard time trying to figure out if the show started at 7 or was it 8? Was it 6:30? So once it hit 7 o'clock, the pay-per-view was on the air. I saw the great video packages to hype up things. Dude, really well done. And they were shown throughout the night, but I just wanted to say those video packages were on point. Anybody got something they'd like to add on the video packages before we move into the first match?
I mean, that's how you really are supposed to do promos like that, like just to get you hyped up. I can do with the promos versus pre-show matches,
right?
Yeah, get you hyped for the main show.
Yeah,
I'm okay with it.
It works, man. Six says Chicago got it made, man. I'm jealous. They get all the good AEW shows. Hey, I can't say nothing, man. Can't say nothing. I hope you guys get the chance to check it out, man. Let's talk about this. So the buy-in, before we get to the first match, we get a promo backstage with SCU. And, Kazarian and Scorpio Sky have been very skeptical of Kris Daniels' behavior recently. And they say, hey, Kris, he talks throughout the promo. And they say, Kris, why don't you sit this one out? Stay in the back. Christopher Daniels is over the top surprised. Like, what do you mean, guys? Come on. And they make him sit this one back. No surprise here. We get SCU versus your boys, the Dark Order. And this was an alright match, I thought. They had some good back and forth in here. Anything really stand out to you, Rob? I'll let you kind of take this one.
It was standard tag team action. Like, SCU started out fire. Even Uno looked good tonight. He had a lot of swagger going.
Yeah, he's always pretty good, though. I don't know. I really feel like the Dark Order in-ring is not the problem. Those two deliver every time. Oh, yeah. They're very surprising for
Grayson's
what they can
really
do.
Good, man.
Yeah, he doesn't get enough credit because Evil Uno wears the mask and rocks that, but they did a really good job with this. So we get into it. Scorpio Sky is going for an O'Connor roll. He's got the pinfall on Grayson, but Evil Uno comes from behind with I guess we're going to call this a lariat. Nails him from behind, knocks him down, clothesline to the back of the head. 1, 2, 3. And the Dark Order, their minions, what was the tag team from Beyond that's running with them? John Silver and
Alex Reynolds.
Alex Reynolds, they come in, they start assisting in the beatdown. And who's going to make the save? But you hear, boom, boom, Colt Cabana, boom, boom, Colt Cabana. And the place erupted. Colt Cabana, a Chicago native, was in the house doing his thing, man. I thought it was dope, bro. Like,
yeah,
not mad at all.
Not mad at it all. That was definitely a great pop in my eyes. I couldn't think of anybody else that could come out and where it would have the same kind of atmosphere.
Right. I see we got people in the chat trying to be famous. It's all right. We won't mention their names. Time out. So anyway, the whole Colt Cabana coming out, he did his thing for a second, but Colt gets cut off. There's too many in the Dark Order. How many of them are there, Derek? Like, there's no way.
Can't speak on that.
There's so many people come out, and then they're beating them down, and what happens next is who's going to make the save? But then you see someone coming out that looks like the Exalted One. Comes out with the hood up, arms folded. Everybody in the arena stands up. They're like, holy shit, who could this be? What's going on? All I could think of was that fucking Vince McMahon promo.
It's me, Austin!
Dude, that's all I could think of. I was like, dude, what the fuck are they doing right now? They better not disappoint with this. And the cloak gets thrown off, and it's Christopher Daniels underneath, bro. All part of the plan. Yep. He comes out to make the save for SCU. We get some audio issues in between this. Like, they tried to start the music too fast. I don't know who was rushing it or who the audio guy in the back was. Take your time, bro. You had 7 minutes. I'm like, you're fine. You're fine on time.
Exactly.
He hits the what the hell's his finisher called? The Angel's Wings?
Yeah.
He hits that move, and Daniels is back with SCU. So it seems to me that he is not the Exalted One. Rob? Thoughts, brother?
Could have been a fake out.
Come on. Are you giving me the Russo swerve right now? Like,
I mean, why not?
It's possible, bro. It's possible.
I don't want to say the obvious, but
right.
I like where this went so far.
Hey, look, I'm not mad with it. They do some things with this, and it's all good. SCU stands tall. I don't think Daniels is part of this anymore. I think it's safe to like cancel him out. But the question is, where does the Dark Order go from here? I'm interested to see what they do on TV with it. We gave this match a C+.
I mean, there's a lot left.
Okay. Creep. We gave this one a C+. Let's see what the live chat is saying here. Let's see. A lot of people are thanking Rob in the chat. Save the big reveal for their big pay-per-view. Something tells me it's going to be a big payoff. I think we're going to see it on a Dynamite.
I think so, too.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
I think they're going to try and pop the ratings instead of for the pay-per-view. Let's see here. Let's hope Colt signed with AEW. Rob, I think that's confirmed pretty much, right?
I don't know if he signed as like a talent, but I know he does, I guess, some commentary sometimes. He hasn't wrestled yet on Dark or anything like that.
Yeah, but he also has like a deal with NWA too, so yeah. We'll see how that's going to work out. Sean Harrington says the Exalted One will be shown on TV, but they'll build to it more. I was going to... Oh, we're not speaking on that guy, sick. I appreciate the mods taking care of it. Colt's probably signed all over, RJ says. Casey says, yeah, they can't save the reveal until the next pay-per-view. It'll happen on TV. Yeah, because that's a long time in between too, like 3 months.
Yeah,
that'll be a waste, a long wait for fans. All the CD of him, the leader needs to end. Yeah, it should be good here. As of midnight tonight, Matt Hardy is a free agent. If this wasn't a leap year, he would have debuted tonight. How crazy is that? Sean says. Yeah, and RJ said the Dark Order is wonderful. The reveal will be in Rochester, RJ says. I hope that'd be dope.
Hey, we gonna be there.
Yeah.
It's about to be live.
You know what? Derek's gonna be there. I'm just saying.
Peace. So, the Bucks promote their book afterwards. We've been seeing the promotion for it. It looks pretty cool. Not mad at it. That was next part. We get the announce team coming out. Good old JR. Well, shit.
Oh shit, what's that?
National Anthem is sung. I thought the National Anthem was okay. It was cool to be part of the show, I guess. Not mad at it. They did what they could here. I think we had some better musical performances, though, throughout the show, to be fair. Yes. But not bad at all. So we get to the main card. We start off the match with Dustin Rhodes versus Jake Hager. In Dustin Rhodes' corner, we have QT Marshall. And we have Jake Hager. Now, Jake Hager came out to a new theme, the Big Hurt theme, I called it. Nice rap theme. Sounded like some 3-6 influence stuff there. Little Mafia, if you're a rap fan.
Like that. It definitely sounded like that.
I like it, though. I thought it was a really good theme for what they were trying to do.
It was. It was just to give them... You know, I don't know if anybody's noticed. When you listen to all the themes, the majority of the themes are almost rap-based.
I would say 50-50 for this. And I think you can kind of pick your own theme, whatever you want for it. So, not mad at it at all. I like it. Dustin's t-shirt. I have to bring this up. Does anybody remember what it said? Because I don't want to steal the thunder. I'll pass it around. It's the I'm Here to Fight Jericho's bitch shirt. Dude, That was a great shirt with Hager's face on it. Dustin, man. Good shit, bro. He had an energy. I liked his face paint tonight, too. Usually he does, like, the half face, but tonight he went from the bottom up to the eyes and had, like, this red, like, it reminded me of Star Wars, kind of, with the...
You know what? There's actually, Rob, you might agree with me on this. That was almost, because I know CJ doesn't watch this, but it's almost reminiscent of Naruto when he turns into the nine-tailed fox.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay.
So it seemed a little anime-ish. So, like that's what I was thinking when I seen it. But then I was also thinking about the theme song. But I can't play that because
because
we'll get taken down ASAP. So
100%. Now, when you said the Naruto thing, that's really dope because my sister watches it actually. So I actually know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not mad. I don't watch it like all the time. She just tells me like you should be watching this, blah blah blah. And I'm like, when I get time.
Give it a chance, bro.
We get into this match. I felt that this match was a kind of a plotty match. Not bad, but it was just like a classic opener that you would expect to see on a Raw from back in the day with these two on it.
I will say this, given the background, they started this match out right.
Yes.
There was no collar and elbow tie-up, nothing like that. Exchanging holds. They were in there trying to whoop each other's asses.
Yeah.
I was surprised at the amount of time this got. This got a lot of time.
Yeah, just under the 20-minute mark, right?
Yeah. Jordan said Darth Maul. That's what I was thinking of. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate that. And Sean Harrington said that is his Bellator theme as well. So thank you. See, I'm getting taught up here a little bit. Yeah. And Nelson said F Naruto.
Come on, Nelson.
Yes, dude. So good here. So in the end, there were some low blows traded. Aubrey definitely saw Dustin's. Clearly. So they got to tighten that up a little bit. But Hager uses the knee once again for a low blow. His wife got kissed in all of this. She was looking all right tonight. Looking a little cougarish.
Who was it? Donnie said she looked like the stripper that they hired from The Office for Bob Vance's birthday.
Any Office fans out there? Hopefully Josh is watching this because he would laugh so hard at this. Freaking Hager wins. He wins with like a front face sleeper lock. He locks it in pretty well. And Dustin just goes out. They call off the match. Like, he's out. He's done. Pretty fun. I give this a B-.
Yeah, B-. I want to say the hold that it was more so kind of like a it was like a front face sleeper hold, but he had like his elbow bent, like his arm bent, kind of just to like added pressure.
He choked him out.
Yeah, he
like,
went
almost kind of like a nerve thing too, because he was kind of like
shaken.
Yeah,
I like it. Made him more relevant in MMA. Let me ask this question to you guys in the live chat. I guess, did Jake Hager deliver in this? Did he get the WWE stank off of him? Did he seem better in AEW since his run has began, or in ring, whatever you guys want to talk about with him? Is he a better performer now than he was in WWE? I think he had to make a big splash here tonight, and I thought he did all right in my opinion with it.
I would say he came off as more legit in this performance than he has in the past couple years of his WWE performances.
Okay. RJ said triangle choke. I'll take that.
Yeah.
That works. Dude, I struggled to find a name for this.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out. I would say he's had a better go round here than he has in WWE without wrestling. Because I just feel like he was over before he even started wrestling, and I think the in wrestling has been a lot better as well. So
Casey shitted on me for not knowing that it's just Maul now. My bad. I've only seen the first Star Wars. I'm telling the truth. Hopefully, I don't get heel heat for that.
You get a lot of heat for that.
Sean, it's not my fault, bro. I just don't have time. I'm busy. Sean Harrington said, "Hell yes." The Office. Let's see here. Hubbard, he's a big combat sports fan, and he said, best thing to happen to Jake Hager is his MMA success. He has been reborn. Days of his horrible WWE World Champion days are forgotten. Plus, his wife is hot, and he looks like Jake has his swagger back. I like that. Jesus said he did okay. Jeremy Harris is in the house. What's going on, Jeremy? B-Boy Skyline says he did better in AEW, and Six says we haven't seen enough of his in-ring action and promos to decide on that yet. All right, still out there. R-Dub said that he seems more relaxed and comfortable in the ring. Okay. Casey said he enjoyed him tonight. He was glad he wasn't in the singlet, and I'm glad they didn't make him wear MMA gloves like they do most guys who come out there.
That's true. That does get a little old after a while.
Yeah. B- for this match, though. We thought it was all right. We find out then, March 25th, Tiffany, I'm looking at you because Tiffany's going to the New Jersey show and we're going to the Rochester show. I don't know. Is New Jersey first, then us?
I think it's New Jersey first.
Man, because no, we're the 16th, so it's the week after us.
We're the 18th.
18th.
Or no, 18th, excuse me.
Yeah.
Too many dates in my head. So, dang, dude. So they get the double cage match. So we're going to probably see the build up to it. Not mad. So March 25th, AEW is having an event called Blood and Guts for Dynamite. Blood and Guts will feature the Match Beyond, War Games, 2 rings, double cage. Shit's gonna be tight, bro. Could this be where some good things happen? We'll see. I don't know where they're going with this, but it should be an interesting one. Check out our weekly Dynamite reviews every Wednesday after AEW Dynamite goes off to stay in touch with that. Let's talk about the next match because I think a lot of people are going to be surprised, I think, with what we say about this one. Sammy Guevara versus Darby Allin.
Darby Allin.
Was that for Casey?
That was for Casey.
Son of a bitch. So, this match starts off with a suicide dive. I went to, go get something, and all of a sudden I just heard, holy shit! Darby Allin just dives right out of the ring. Derek, you actually had someone backing you up with the attire tonight. Brandon was not feeling it.
Yeah.
At all.
I'm telling you, man.
Who cares what Brandon thinks? Who cares what you think?
Them shorts, man. Gotta go.
He gets the job done in those shorts.
Nah.
I'm with Casey on this one, man. Shorts are dope. They do this match perfectly set up because at first I was like, isn't there supposed to be a DQ? But Darby dove to the outside in the very beginning, so the match hadn't technically started yet because they both run in the ring. Okay, I can rock with this Attitude Era style booking. The Jurassic Express were shown in the crowd. Don't know if they paid for that with the American Jurassic Express card. Anybody.
Get out.
No, but...
we got tickets!
I don't know why they were out there. That was just a random spot, it felt like, for them to be there. Dude, the skateboard being thrown. All right, if you guys remember ECW days, Sabu used to throw the chairs at people's faces. Rob Van Dam, you know how everybody used to get down back then. You were wearing that shit as a necktie. Why did they throw the skateboard in this match at somebody? I was like, yo, shit. Like, could you imagine getting hit with a skateboard in the face like that, dude? I would have been pissed. Sammy, the 630 through the table on the outside.
Man.
Perfection. Rob, what are you thinking of Sammy Guevara? We don't get you every week on here, so
I've been a fan of Sammy's, man. I started watching his vlog a while ago, and that's what actually put me on. Donnie's actually the one to put me onto the vlog. It made me appreciate him more, his actual grind. So seeing him actually pull stuff off, it was, oh man, I love this match. This was just fun. It was balls to the wall, no lulls in any action, and oh man,
dude, yes.
Right man won.
R-Dub said that this match is a world title match 5 years from now.
5 years?
I'd say 2 years.
I would say 3, 2 to 3. Yeah.
I say 2.
It could be a year if they play their cards right. Like I said, we got to see how they build up talent in this company and how quickly they can do it. Casey says, I love Darby. He's amazing. Yeah, dude. Oh, my gosh. And they're bringing up Terry Funk throwing chairs, dude. We haven't even gotten to the beginning of the match yet. The match finally starts. Sammy, at one point, jumps up to the top rope to hit what I like to call, instead of a Spanish fly, they should call it the Spanish God fly, because I thought this dude was going to fall. Derek saw it. The legs were shaking and shit. I was like, yo, he ain't going to make it, bro. Sammy kept his composure, said, hold on. Got you. Flip. And when they did it, money, bro. It was perfect. For something that could have went really, really wrong, they held it together. Much respect to these two. I thought it was good. What'd you think of that spot, D?
Spanish God for a reason. Spanish God Spanish God for a reason. That match to me was a beautiful match. Yeah, like this was a match that I was really anticipating on the other side of the spectrum for another match that I was really anticipating. But this was an excellent match. This is how you put two people over who are not in the main event card just yet. They will be. But
Darby's on the cusp right now.
Darby is on the cusp. And, you know, Sammy Guevara is also there too. How they use him, how they utilize it, may be the reason why he's not there yet. But he will be. Both of them will be there. And I can't wait for it.
Rob, do you want the finish or do you want me to take it? Do you remember it from the turnbuckle pad?
Oh, man. When did the monkey flip into it?
Yeah.
That big
turnbuckle pad comes off. And then go ahead, take it away.
Sammy takes the turnbuckle pad off. Tries to throw a Darby into it. He reverses it. Monkey flips him into the corner. Hits the turnbuckle pad.
Yo, time out. When he hit it, not even a loogie, bro. I think a bolt popped out of that shit because I don't know where that came from. I was like, yo, did a piece of the turnbuckle just fall off? Yeah, he busted his shit.
That thing was huge, whatever.
Laid him down. And he eventually
hit that stunner.
He hit the best looking coffin drop I've seen. After he laid him out.
Yeah, he looked back. It was like, you about to feel this, bitch. Put him in a coffin. Boom! Landed right on him. 1, 2, 3. Darby gets the win, man. You have to give this an A-. That's what we gave it on this one, man.
Yes.
It was deserved on this one. After the match, Jake Hager comes out, saves Sammy from possibly getting his throat slammed onto the skateboard.
I don't know. Darby ain't done with him yet, man. He put him in his crosshairs.
Yeah, dude. That was good. Hubbard says that the 630 through the table was clean. So talented. Jesus enjoyed the match. Six said, you know why I like Darby Allin? Dude reminds me of that one emo kid in high school that was mad weird but surprised everyone in a fight with crazy hands so nobody messes with him anymore. Jesus said both did great and correct, Rob. The right guy did win. Casey Briggs said he has a question about the Jurassic Express. He said that they would be out there during a backstage interview to make sure things go well. Why didn't they get involved in anything? I wasn't paying close enough attention to their interview for that, but...
You know what? I heard them say something like that, but I didn't really quite catch the whole
I didn't
thing.
think about it either. Once they didn't do anything in this match, I was like, okay, I guess they're not. Sammy's blogs makes me want to stunt to turn heel and align with Sammy.
Yeah, I agree with that. I like to see them have a run with the tag title soon.
Whoa. I may have to start watching this.
His vlogs are good, man.
Darby versus Sammy. Uh-oh. And, okay, we'll get to that, Sean. I won't bring that up just yet. Let's see. Casey said, I wanted either Luchasaurus to get into it with Wardlow or the Express to take out the Inner Circle. I can't explain why they didn't do anything. Six said Darby's the future. I see an A for this match. Jeremy Harris said A+. There was a lot of argument amongst us for what the score should have been. And B-Boy Skyline said A- for him as well.
Yep.
Let's move on to match number 4 in this pay-per-view card. We have the AEW tag titles.
What can you even say about this match?
Bro, I just threw the pen up. I got nothing, bro. I got nothing else that I could say. Kenny Omega and Hangman Page defend the tag team titles against the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson. Dude, first thing I have written down here is Page spits on Matt Jackson. He basically said, fuck your book. I don't give a shit what you want to do. And I love the fact that they played off of being the Elite and the whole Matt Jackson has an injured back and he was stomping his back going after it. It made sense. So not mad at that at all. They did really well with that. Page and Omega didn't show chemistry really in the beginning. I don't know how you took that, Rob. Like they seemed like off where Page was like yelling at him to do stuff. He's like, all right, calm down. And
well, it's like Page was trying to be more of the aggressor and Kenny was trying to have a good, clean match. So they're having a little bit of a disagreement, but they both wanted to win.
Yeah. Hangman definitely asserted his authority and dominance in this match.
Hangman proved that he wasn't just that jobber that they saved from Ring of Honor all those years ago.
Yeah. Oh, man, when he called him a jobber, dude.
Hold on. Somebody said something about my rhyme book. You know I used to rap. My rhyme book's way bigger than this, trust me. Yeah, dude, crazy stuff in this match. Matt Jackson eventually spit on Hangman Page too to show like he ain't no punk bitch either. The fans turned on the Bucks in this too.
Yeah, the Bucks were dicks throughout this whole program.
What do you mean by this? Explain this for the people. I'm not disagreeing with you, but
you were just a jobber in Ring of Honor before we brought you in.
Well, time out.
It was true, but why throw that in his face?
I mean,
they act like they're responsible for his whole career.
How come truth tellers are always the people who are jerks? Like he just
the
told.
Bucks have always been dicks, though.
They have.
Moving on. So afterwards, I like the fact that Hangman Page did the chicken wing for Marty. When he did the spin, I was like, what the fuck is he doing right now? As soon as
he did the spin, I was like, hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah, I was like, wrong company. What is happening right now? And he yelled chicken wing, and he tried to lock it in. Couldn't do it as well as Marty. They were able to get out. The Young Bucks then started to seem conflicted over, like, should we beat their asses? Should we not? And then you got to that point to where Matt Jackson had the tape. What's the tape called?
The kinesiology tape.
Thank you. Kinetic, whatever the hell you want to call that shit. He had the tape in his hands off of Kenny's shoulder, the one from the match with Pac. You know, they brought up the whole shoulder injury thing, and they were looking like, should we be doing this, man? And it seemed like Matt didn't give a fuck, and Nick was trying to talk sense into him. The Bucks were weird, too, in this. They had some confliction throughout. We get a...
Throughout this match, though, Derek did bring up a good point while we were watching. There weren't too many super kicks thrown in the beginning, like usual Buck matches.
This motherfucker jinxed it. He said that no super kicks were thrown, and then right after that, what happened? Super kick. I was like, dude, you ruined it. They really did some good stuff here with the buckshot V-trigger spot, the combo there. Ooh. They finally hit it on, I believe it was Matt, and it was 1-2 kick out. And that was the first time I think we saw somebody kick out of the combination.
Yep.
So it shocked a lot of people. And Kenny Omega went for the one-winged angel. Time out. Pause. Can I just say how much it pisses me off, too, when the announcing team says one-winged angel? What are you talking about, one-winged angel? Fuck. Anyway, so with the injury he sustained, he can't hit the move. He tries to flip to the other side. Matt then breaks out of it. He took too much time. Page makes the tag. He says, you know what? Cowboy shit. I'm about to hit this shit. Puts him up for the one-winged angel. Boom. Hits the move. He goes for the pin. 1-2. Another save by, I think it was Nick Jackson came in and made the save for Matt. We come in. There's some beefing. There's some brawling. There was some good moonsaults hit. Charlotte, take notes. That's how you hit a top rope moonsault. Holy shit, man. What a match, dude. Buckshot Lariat ends up taking out, was it Matt? I think it was Matt Jackson ended up eating the Buckshot Lariat. 1, 2, 3. Bro, A+. A+ for this match.
You couldn't say anything bad about this match.
Might I add, though, 2 things. The One Wing Angel has yet to be kicked out of because it wasn't done by Kenny Omega.
No, but Kenny Omega's finisher is yet to be kicked out of.
That's what I'm saying. So the whole notion of no one's ever kicked out of that move still stands because it wasn't done by Kenny Omega.
I think I've only seen 2 people kick out of that ever. Maybe. That's a great move, though. Hold on here. I saw some great comments that I wanted to do this. I can't even read that, Casey. B-Boy Skyline said tag team at the...
tag team wrestling at its best. Match of the year.
Hold on. It doesn't say at its best. I want people to know when I'm stumbling over these, it ain't me. Tag team at the best. Match of the year. Don't at me, he said. I won't say a word. Match of the night. Damn right. This was amazing, Casey said.
Definitely match of the night to me.
Same. R-Dub says, so crazy. We were all expecting Hangman is going to turn. Pause. Let's go back to that. We gave this an A+. The Elite tried to get Paige to join in afterwards. Like, we're all buddies. Come on in, man. And Paige was like, nah, I'm good, man. And then eventually they were like, forget it. And the Bucks leave the ring. And then Paige drops his tag belt on the ramp. And he sees Kenny Omega there. And he placed his hands kind of like this on the ropes, like he's going to do the Buckshot Lariat. But then he ends up holding open the ropes for Kenny. They teased us. They know what they're doing with this shit.
It's happening, bro. It's beginning of the end. I'm telling you.
They teased us with that one.
It's beginning of the end, bro.
Bro, I might be with Casey on what Casey's
happening.
theory was on it, bro. I don't think it's the beginning of the end.
It's not happening.
But R-Dub said we were all thinking that Hangman was going to turn on Kenny, but he thinks that it could be someone else getting ready to turn on him. He says he thinks Kenny might turn on Hangman. Sean Harrington said Paige wanted to make sure Omega was fully invested in the team and not the Bucks, pal. Fans turned on the Bucks as they should, Sean said.
Agreed.
Jeremy Harris said best tag team match of the year. Six said I don't know about match of the year. We have a whole 10 months of matches still. Sean Harrington said heel Bucks are the best in my opinion. Over Hangman turning now, but Hangman's more over than ever. Casey says screw the Bucks, they're douches. Queen of NE, what's going on, Queen? I'm sorry I missed you so late. Good to have you in here. Yeah, we got a lot of people in the chat. My man Foul Original is in the house. What's going on? He said absolutely great match. So awkward at the end though. Craig Napper in the house. He said Bucks for a heel turn. I'm loving it. Prince Rockstar in the building. Good to have you in here. Great match, dude. I have nothing else that I can say about that. And if I didn't get to you and you said something great in here, I apologize, dude. But good shit. And B-Boy Skyline is still keeping this at his match of the year. AEW Women's title. Nyla Rose versus Kris Statlander. This was a match.
Yeah.
This was the letdown.
I think the best part about this match was the Kris Statlander entrance. That was a little different, but it was cool. A little dancing alien in the back.
It was.
I like that though. That was really well done by them. Yeah, the stage looked kind of cool for certain parts of this. Yeah. I even like the little wristbands that everybody had that was lighting up. That was really smart to make everybody part of the show, but then give it an effect as well. So maybe that was the interactive thing that they were talking about. Very smart. This match, so did anything stand out to you, Derek, in this? I mean, I didn't see anything like wowzers.
Nothing. Well, you know what? The biggest thing that stood out to me is when, Nyla Rose goes to do the knee drop off the top rope, and Kris Statlander turned it into a handstand. It was like that was probably like the one.
Oh, she laid down and blew a kiss to her.
Yeah, like that was that. I like that because no one else has done it, for one, and for two, like Kris Statlander is a big girl to be doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it shows her like alien gimmick more, that she's kind of weird, but everybody loves her.
So I really appreciated that.
I would, you know what? I'm gonna say something really weird at the end of this. So Nyla Rose ends up winning. She hits a beast bomb off the middle rope, but it was kind of tough. You coughing? We're live, pal. Sorry, JR. JR did the same thing today.
A couple of those top rope moves they were trying to do, I feel like that took away from the match because they couldn't keep their balance. If they would have just did those moves inside the ring, I think they'd have been better off for it.
Yeah. Right. I don't know. It felt like they were trying too hard, maybe. I want to see these two. So we gave it a C. Nyla Rose wins with the Beast Bomb. C, basic, average match. To me, this was the weakest match on the card. They could have did a little bit more, but I think I want to see them have a rematch on Dynamite in the future because I think they'll be able to do a little bit more.
I mean, this was a bigger stage for the both of them. You know, this is Nyla Rose's first title defense, Kris Statlander's first title challenge.
Second. Maybe she got screwed over by the Dark Order or
that's right.
The Nightmare Collective.
That's right. So second title challenge, but on a bigger stage.
Now, when we look at this, we're getting some comments. Matt Lopez said Kris had a cool entrance, like Rob's brought up before. R-Dub says, I think they should have held off on this match for down the road. Jesus said it was an okay match. Matt Lopez said, when following that tag match was hard. Agreed, Matt. I had the same thing said after this match was done. This match was a weak match, Prince Rockstar said. They kept saying, R-Dub brought up that Kris Statlander did just get over the flu. Maybe that was part of the issue. I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, she did look a little sluggish.
Yeah. So maybe the sickness brought it back. Like I said, I want them to run this back one time.
Yeah.
Six said, we got to do something about the women's division, man. They need a big name to lead these ladies in the locker room. That's why I was so disappointed when Sasha re-signed with WWE. I don't know what happened with that. I don't know if that's true or what with her. Crowd didn't give a shit about this match. Prince Rockstar said. Casey said crowd was pretty burnt out after the tag match. Agreed. Sean Harrington says I wasn't let down, but I didn't expect much to begin with. Did anyone really anticipate a Sasha versus Bayley takeover Brooklyn? Laugh out loud. Nah, I certainly didn't. Good stuff here. And R-Dub said he felt they held back. Or he said he felt they backed themselves up into a corner with this match. Good points here. We don't talk about the Nightmare Collective, B-Boy Skyline wrote. And Craig said, so what now for the women's division? I said we wait and see.
Yeah,
we got to kick back.
You figure Sheeta's probably next in line after winning that.
I think they said something about that. I heard that on another podcast. I missed that on Dynamite too. So many little things are said that sometimes I'm like, wait, what? I didn't know that was a number one contendership match. So looks like Sheeta may be next in line for a title shot. I'm down. I want to see that.
Oh, yeah,
that'll be good. We get to the next match. This was one of the heated matches that a lot of people wanted to see. That bastard MJF versus Cody. MJF with Wardlow versus Cody with Arn and Brandy. MJF comes out. This little prick. So he comes out with the Burberry scarf, Titantron, I guess if you want to call it that. The Tron's in the background. And even on the rampway coming down, he comes out with like a Ric Flair Burberry style robe with like the print on it. I thought it was dope.
I loved it.
It was nice.
Yeah.
It was definitely nice. Yeah,
with Wardlow behind him, it just looked good. MJF is a heel, bro. He's a heel, damn it. This match was great. Down straight. Does Cody Rhodes perform it? Straight, state?
State.
Son of a bitch. Downstate, whatever. Look, I don't care. This band's been around for a minute, and they finally performed live. I've never even seen these dudes. I thought they did a great job with Cody's theme.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think, Derek?
I didn't like it.
Now, why didn't you like it?
To me, I didn't like it because I didn't get the same feel. I know it's different when you have the studio version versus a live version. The live version for me, when it comes to wrestling, doesn't hit me like it does the studio version. Unless if you're talking about like the Bray Wyatt or who else? Who else had a good one that we mentioned?
I said CM Punk.
CM Punk's was like probably the best that sounded great live and studio version.
I think with wrestling theme songs though, when they play them live, you have to take into account it's not going to sound exactly like it. When Downstate did the theme for Cody tonight, I thought that in the beginning they had to sync up, and then once they got into it a little bit, I thought it was great. I don't have any issues with it.
What was that one thing they did? Alex Wright.
No, Alex Riley.
Alex Riley, whatever his name is.
Alex say Riley. Rob's drunk. Say Rob's drunk in the chat. I saw someone say I was drunk. Don't talk about me, damn it. And when we're done with this is when the review's over.
Anyway, on to the match.
Say it to my face. All right, sorry. That was a dope theme too, though. Downstate did that one too. So Cody comes out. Oh, the Nightmare logo on his neck. What did you call that?
Oh, that bowling alley 50 Cent tattoo stick on shit.
I love you, Cody, but come on, bro. Cody came out on his neck. Cody started off the match hot too. Did you like to start off for this one compared to the Dustin Hager?
Oh yeah, because like I said, wasn't no tie-ups, exchanging moves. They were just going after each other.
Yeah, dude. Cody tried to kick.
After him. He
tried to bicycle this motherfucker's head off, bro. I had to censor myself, dude. He was trying to crush him in this one. Cody started off with a lot of offense in the beginning, which was very good, but eventually MJF starts going after what Rob predicted he would.
Oh, the big toe?
Hell yeah. Cody busted up that big toe on that moonsault. Shit looks nasty. You can go to his Instagram. I hate feet, so I'm not playing that shit. Disgusting. At one point in this match, MJF took off the boot, and then... Go ahead, Derek. You can tell him what he did. Started biting that shit, dude.
Yeah, pool of blood on the way.
Dude, could you imagine they just had blood leaking out his toe? People would have been gross.
Oh, man.
Grossed out.
I was hoping that didn't happen either.
Dude, I don't know what happened here. So, eventually in this match, Cody starts whooping MJF's ass again. He's bleeding at one point. He started bleeding bad, like freaking Rowdy Piper Independent Days on the West Coast bad. Like, he got his ass whooped. And fans were kind of cheering for it. Cody's getting the hot baby face, like, come on, get behind me. And he's punching him and everything else. And then we start seeing some drama on the outside. Brandy's getting involved. She threw a drink in Wardlow's face earlier in the match. And then she goes to dive onto Wardlow because he's about to interfere in the match. And Wardlow catches her and then throws her up on the shoulders. He's going to hit the F10. And instead, Cody says, put her down. So he puts her down and he looks like he's going to eat a bicycle kick. Got a bicycle. And he's going to make Cody eat that. And he ducks and Arn Anderson was behind him. And old Arn took one right to the chest. God damn it, Cody.
Arn went down hard, too.
Yeah, Arn took it like a champ. So he's down on the ground. Stop doing that. He's down on the ground. And they set this up beautifully. We see MJF hit the double cross on Cody Rhodes. We get the pinfall. 1-2. Cody kicks out.
Cody ain't losing to his own move.
Hell no. And even though he stole it, that little bastard.
Hey.
And I don't know how this happened. I missed this during the live portion. MJF gets knocked down and he crawled over to Wardlow and Wardlow gave him his diamond ring and he stuffed it in his pants. So what
happened was when Cody took his belt off to hit him with the strap, he hit him one time. The referee tried to stop him. Referee said, all right, let it go. Let it happen. Bad refereeing.
Paul Turner got sick of being yelled at this match. He's like, that's my boss, damn it.
He hits him with his second shot. Waylays into him. MJF pops up. He gets over into the corner. Cody goes to throw the belt to the crowd. That's when MJF gets the ring stuck to him. Then he comes back and tries to beg for forgiveness. He's groveling at his feet. He's crawling up. I'm sorry. I love you. He goes for the hug. Cody ain't buying that shit.
Hell no. Cody gets pissed, but MJF finds a way to use that diamond ring. Cody goes for 3 consecutive crossroads. We saw this before.
He got overzealous too, so he kind of cost himself.
Yeah, he could have pinned him.
Blame but himself.
He could have pinned him, but on the third one, MJF went for an elbow to his head, and then he eventually caught him with that ring right upside his head. 1, 2, 3. Classic heel heat. Knocks out the guy. I wasn't mad at this. Honestly, people might be shocked at this too. I'm giving this an A- this match, man.
See, I'm with you on that one.
I think we all agreed on that. Like, that was a really good match. It's not the flashiness that everybody was looking for, but this was still a dope match. I just saw something super creepy in the chat. I'm sorry.
Who was that?
Matt wrote MJF has a foot fetish. I was like, what?
Can we also address the fact that...
6 said bite to that toe like it's a pickle. I hate you guys. I'm done. Comments are banned for the rest of this match. If I see anything nasty, man. Cody pulled rank on that ref. He gave the dude like, your ass is fired if you take this away from me.
Exactly.
MJF steals finishers against rivals because he says he does it better than them and they know it.
I mean,
yeah.
Makes sense.
Can we also address the fact that MJF was super tanned up for this?
Like I say, he was hanging out with Pepper Parks.
Matt Lopez said that it was a good one. Prince Rockstar, hold on, I know nobody approved this yet, but he said, kiss the ring, bitch. Chuck, you look like you came up from ground zero. Dope, man. A- for that match. I wasn't disappointed. Does this continue, boys?
Yes. Has to now.
You think so too, Rob?
You gotta.
Does it go to double or nothing, though? Does this make this till May? Is there enough steam in this that you could do it?
Yes. Look, listen, MJF alone is going to create the steam to continue on with this.
3 months is a long time, though, to keep this going.
We do have the match beyond coming up, though. There's a lot of stuff you can do with that.
MJ, well, I'll get into that in a little bit. We get the match I think a lot of people were sleeping on, and I was so happy that we got this match to see Derek's reaction. So we had the Bastard Pack versus Orange Cassidy, that freshly squeezed with the best friends. Boom, 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 boom.
My favorite part about this whole thing was his entrance.
Wait, hold on. Pat comes out with his usual badassery. He comes out terrible. Rob, go ahead.
He goes hailing from wherever.
I wrote that down in my notes.
Whatever. And they had the pyro go off. It was like half-ass pyro with a little smoke cloud.
Yo, that was the funniest part in this, man.
He got his character work done. I'll say that much.
Definitely got the character work down.
Oh man, everybody's saying that that other feud is going until May. Now that we're talking about the freshly squeezed, that shit cracked me up, man. Orange Cassidy, I wrote, is that dude. I didn't write down a lot of what happened in this match because Orange Cassidy started off with his usual stuff. The sunglasses on, the kicks, the hands in the pockets. Like what did you think? Did he impress you after all that stuff though?
Yes.
My man hopped up off the couch. How happy he was to see this.
Yo, listen. These boys have been telling me how good Orange Cassidy has been, and I've never seen him wrestle, so I did myself a service by not watching any kind of match that he's ever had up until this point. Once I saw them get live with this, Orange Cassidy is the fucking man.
Dude. Rob, can we let the cat out the bag as to who he used to be in Chikara?
Yeah.
He was one of the ants in Chikara, if nobody knows this.
He was a red ant, right?
Yeah, him, Drew Gulak. I think, was Drew Gulak Green Ant? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
But there was 3 guys who played it, and I know those 2 were 2 of the ants. I never knew that until a couple weeks ago. Orange Cassidy.
There was a group called the Colony, right?
Yeah, the Colony was the shit. Orange Cat, I never knew that he was one of them, and they said he was so good, but he never had a character. So he just one day decided, I'm just gonna be the laziest freaking dude ever, and people were more into that than him wrestling an excellent match as the Red Ant. Like that's nuts, dude.
Dude, like this was a great fucking match for me, dude. Like we already know what a lot of people's match of the night was, but for me this was match of the night because of how good Pac is, and now I know how good Orange Cassidy is.
Now, we would say he was already over, but after the night, would it be fair to say a star was born?
Yes.
Yes. I think they did the exact right thing with him in setting him up against a bigger opponent. They everything just played out right in this match. Let me get to the finish real quick so that way we can talk about this. The Lucha Bros interfere in this, and I was like, what the hell is going on? Why did they come out? Can I just say this? Phoenix had a dope attire. He better wear that shit on TV with the flames and everything. It looked like Eddie Guerrero type pants.
That was dope.
The best friends ended up trying to help them, diving over the top. There was a lot of stuff going on with this, and right when you think Orange Cassidy has things in hand, Brutalizer gets locked in. He ain't got nowhere to go. He taps very quickly, but A- for this one. Yes. I thought they really held it down.
I'm with you on that one. My favorite part of this match, of the actual match, was that top rope spike diving DDT he hit. It just looked so crisp when he landed that.
Yeah. Yeah, the just diving DDT was really good. He had a couple of those in this too, off the top rope.
And we got the
Orange Crush.
The Orange Crush.
Mm-hmm.
We saw the Orange Crush, so that's.
He called it the air raid crash, didn't he? You call it Orange Crush going forward, damn it.
Right, exactly.
You don't have to pay us for that one. It's on the house. But good, man. Good to see Pac get the win. Now I know you said you'd have been mad if Pac won. Did that really affect the ending to you?
No. Because I feel like this is gonna go on because with the Lucha Bros coming out, this doesn't really equate to Orange Cassidy really losing the match.
He didn't lose clean, so
yeah.
Well, they didn't really touch him, but
yeah.
I would say he looked great in defeat.
I will say that too, and I think that this is gonna set up to a 6-man tag match that could be a main event for a Dynamite. So
yeah,
no issues here. A- for that match as well, folks. The time has come. We are on the last match for the AEW Championship. We have Le Champion, Chris Jericho, defending his title against John Moxley.
Yay.
Justin Roberts loves saying that damn name, John.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
The ring intros for this one was great. Rob took the notes. Damn it, I just saw what you wrote. 0 fucks were given. Changed during Moxley's entrance. I really thought it was dope when Moxley came out that they showed him outside the arena. I know it was cold as hell, nipply out there in Chicago, and he's walking around with just the best style.
Chicago, he was crazy, man.
Yeah.
The Windy City.
Probably had baby oil on.
Freaking hair was ice wet.
Chapped nipples. Moxley goes in. I'm dead. I don't even know what's happening anymore. He goes in and he means business though. He got a great entrance. The fans were loving him, dude. They all had their hands out for him. Moxley was beloved. Dope. He comes out with his eye patch. Arr, and people were just feeling this whole thing. Now, Chris Jericho's entrance was a thing of beauty. I saw Sean brought this up earlier in this review.
Yes.
I want to say it was kind of like a church group or something. There was someone singing his theme.
Like a choir group.
So you think this was the best performance of the night out of the live ones between the national anthem?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
She killed it, man, when she was out there singing. So Jericho got the really dope entrance. So I think it's safe to... Well, I'll say it after this match. Something that I'll see that it's safe to equate to. Remind me, somebody. Brawl spills into the crowd early. Jericho and Moxley, you knew this was going to be a fight. Classic, old school brawl. Chris Jericho became the cameraman. Rob, show him what Jericho did. You know, exactly. Holding up the camera, flipping off Moxley. Mox at one point bites Jericho's stitches. You sick fuck is what Rob wrote down.
And so the crowd chanted.
Yeah, dude, that was nasty. Could you imagine if you just broke through the stitches and just blood gushing out? Oh. Jericho powerbombed Moxley through the Timeskeeper area, and blood begins to pour out of his eye. Like
it was like under his eye patch, but like I don't know.
Yeah.
Dude, at one point, I don't know if anyone else saw this, but Moxley was laying on his back doing this, and blood was squirting out more when he was doing it. I'm like, dude, what are you doing, bro? But that's something I would probably do too. Like, don't touch your scab. And I'm just like, yeah, fuck it. Who cares, right?
It's there.
So blood's pouring out. And at one point, Pride and Powerful, they came out with Jericho, I should say. But they're getting involved in the match, sneaking in their little shots, doing their stuff. And Moxley won't stay down. He's battling them. Even at one point, Moxley puts Jericho on the Boston Crab. Fans are chanting maybe Jericho's going to give up. Jericho gets to the ropes. And then here comes Hager to interfere. Jake Hager makes his way out, but he gets cut off by Moxley when he's trying to break up him getting the walls of Jericho or the Boston Crab, whatever you want to call it in. And eventually, they get caught, right? They get caught interfering. Aubrey does the craziest kick out I've seen since like Earl Hebner days.
Love it.
She rolled. Go ahead. You're a baseball fan. The up. All this goddamn topsy-turvy freaking kicks him out. Yo, Ortiz does a bump when he gets kicked out. He's like, oh, come on. And they get booted out of the match. And they're all like, well, what the hell? During that time, Sammy Guevara comes into the ring with the AEW title, clocks Moxley right upside his head. We get the pinfall. 1, 2. Moxley kicks out. This son of a bitch. Jericho then rakes Moxley in his good eye. Moxley can't see shit now, supposedly, right? But eventually, when Jericho goes for his Judas effect, Moxley sees it and ducks. And then he goes for a clothesline. Moxley ducks again, hits him with a poorly done double arm DDT. Jericho goes down. And afterwards, though, I think it's so, like, well, could he not see, or what was the problem there? Was he just listening to the crowd? He gets up and he lifts up the eye patch. Now, this is where the blood, I think, really helped. Because you see the blood dripping out of the eye patch. And he opens his eye up and he goes, I can see. And then...
he saw the full gash, though, man.
Whoa.
That gash looked disgusting. But it's part of wrestling, man. I think he enjoys it. I think he's just one of those...
It's a CZW guy, man.
I think Cody enjoys his, too, though. Like, I think it's just an AEW guy thing. And he picks him up. He hits the Death Rider. If you've never watched him in New Japan, you're doing yourself a disservice, number one. Moxley is awesome. And he hits the Death Rider. He goes for the cover Rob, and 1, 2, 3.
New champ. Now, I saw this I wouldn't say I saw this coming, but I kind of figured he was going to win when I saw he wasn't announced for the New Japan Cup, so he wouldn't be making the trip over there. And Fozzie's going on tour soon, right?
Fozzie's actually coming here in May, so I knew they were going on tour going into this. But I said, if it's only one night a week, I mean, he can show up here and there. You know, give him the jet, do his thing.
Do you guys think this was too early, or it was the right time to put the belt on Moxley?
You know what? I can't be mad at it for Moxley. And you know what? Same question for the live chat. Was it too early for this one?
It's hard to say because I don't want to say it is too early, but I don't want to say it's not, because you gotten Judas across every single time. Every time the music drops, everybody is singing it. So I'm worried if they take that away from him.
I think you could make him a babyface even when he comes back if he wants to do that.
That's what I was thinking. Like, maybe going forward with the Inner Circle, maybe they jump him out or something like that.
And here's what I was going to bring up before. I think we've had enough time pass. We gave this a B+. And we'll talk about Moxley's promo here in a second, because I want to get to some of the comments that I'm seeing in here too. I think Jericho could get jumped out as early as this Wednesday, and then they look for a new leader, and who we said would be in the match beyond, possibly MJF. Let MJF take over the Inner Circle. It'll make those T-shirt sales really suck though for that new shirt that just came out.
I was gonna say that new shirt. But I got another question for you guys.
You could stretch this too though, and have him not do that, and the Inner Circle kind of just says like, we're gonna do our own thing then for now.
Now, another question. How you guys feel about the first two champions being former top WWE guys?
You son of a bitch. I knew you were going to ask this.
No, just I really want to know. Like,
I love it.
I think both title reigns so far, they went with the right guy.
You have to.
Yeah. I think, number one, I feel like Jericho was being misused towards the end in WWE. We went to that WrestleMania 33, and I thought that he should have been used better. I think the Kevin Owens match would have been better than putting the title on Goldberg. And no offense, we're in the same situation once again. And for Vince to say they had a shit match, I thought they had a decent match at Mania. That's really like a piece of shit move to do that to them.
We don't want to talk about a shit match.
Chill.
Saying.
We had another good one here. We're talking about a B+ match though. And I think with Moxley doesn't feel like a WWE guy. I felt like nothing went right with him for quite some time. Ever since that Stone Cold interview, that interview fucked him over so bad that most people won't realize it. Stone Cold was asking him questions that the WWE's changed. You can't go into Vince's office whenever you want to be like, Vince, this is bullshit and you know it. I'm going to walk out of here with this title. Vince will just say, okay, fine. I got a roster full of people who can take over instead of you. True. They've gotten too big for their britches, so to speak. And I just think they didn't appreciate people. And Moxley wants to do pro wrestling. That's crazy when you walk away from that much money to just say, I'll go over here and just make enough and I'll work somewhere else too to make up for my losses. Fine. I'm okay with it. I think that they're the right two guys. And I think during this time period, this is the perfect time to build up some other people to possibly challenge or try to take the belts away.
I agree.
Let me see here. I did highlight where I was. 6 said, give Aubrey a break, man. She used to be a ballet dancer. She was just showing off her skills. I love Aubrey. There is no hate for Aubrey at all. Matt Lopez, April 14th, Fozzie's tour starts. So he's got some time still in between. Maybe a rematch?
Oh, there's got to be a rematch.
Let's see here. Prince Rockstar said it was the right time. Sean Harris said New Japan was canceled, and usually champions don't compete in the cup unless they ask to be. Casey said, did someone else think that someone was coming out at the end because Moxley was just sitting there talking and seemed a little bit lost? I think Moxley kind of just grabbed the mic and said, I want to say something. Fuck it. And he can.
I thought somebody was coming out when they started playing his music. I didn't recognize it at first. I was like, wait a minute, what's happening? Then he started talking again. It's like, hold on, I'm going off the cuff.
Yeah, Moxley just started talking, I think. And I think he just wanted to share the moment. He had a cool shirt, like Super Bowl ready made. Like they threw him the shirt and he put on it, and it was the AEW title with the letters spray painted on it. I think Moxley should spray paint the title too.
Yeah, I agree.
It was on the back, said I was there.
Yeah, it said I was there. It was a really dope shirt. I want to see Moxley maybe come out on Dynamite and fuck it. Let him spray paint the belt, dude. You got 2 of them. Don't lose this one. You know what I'm saying? Like, let him rock, man. Yeah, Casey wasn't wrong in that, though. I thought someone could have came out, too.
I thought somebody was coming out, too.
6 said Jericho could have been champ a bit longer, but I'm not mad at it. PR Nightmare said no more of the bubbly.
No, he made some good money off of that, so he should still sell it.
It is 50-50 on it being too early, Matt Lopez said. PR Nightmare threw up some crazy face. NJPW has canceled some show because of the coronavirus. MJF leading the inner circle. Yeah, that's what I thought we could see out of this. Let's see. I don't care about them being former top WWE guys. They're leading the new wave of wrestling. Respect to those men. Jesus says, I got 3 questions for y'all, Conrad, but I want you to finish talking about the main event. All right. We will get into that in a second. Kenny Omega versus Moxley at All Out is the match that was supposed to happen last year. Does anybody have a plan for who's next for Moxley? Going into Double or Nothing now? This puts kind of a...
MJF.
Is he number 1 contender already, though?
He's only got 1 loss.
This is true. He's got to creep into that top 5, I think, now. He's got to be on that number 5 slot coming up.
Beat one of the guys with the best records in the company.
Big facts.
Or one of the best records.
I think we should leave it at that, man. You got Kenny Omega you can go back to, too, with that storied match that they had with all the craziness in it.
True, but I think if you go back to Kenny Omega, the story with them and with him and the Young Bucks and Hangman has to end.
First, I think that's why maybe you'll see that at All Out. I say the second pay-per-view. So we got Double or Nothing, and then we'll have All Out again.
Right.
So they've got some time to build up to this.
I got one for down the line, too. What about Darby Allin?
Ooh, to get his rematch?
Rematch?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh,
you got to put the ghost back in him, though, because he DDT'd the shit out of that man off the top rope. 6, a lot of people are saying MJF is next, man. Boys are really feeling this. Hey, we're letting it rock. So, Jesus, get your questions ready. But first, you know what we're about to ask, guys. Overall grade for the show. Leave them down below. What do you think overall of the show? And I think it is fair to finally say this. None of the AEW shows that we've had since then, Rob can attest, none of them have been in this range. It's time to give the first A. Overall A, in my opinion, for the show grade.
And I agree with that.
Everything else was B pluses, maybe a B for some of the other little shows. A is the way to go for this one.
Yep. This had to be because there was too much that went on for a total 7 matches? 7, 8 matches? So therefore you had 7 matches that
I mean, if you look at the overall grades, starting back up from the top, we did a C+, B-, A-, A+, C, A-, B+. Come on. That's got to be at the minimum an A- of the
I
show.
just thought about something, too. Probably one of the next challengers for Moxley. He just signed Lance Archer. They got unfinished business from New Japan.
You could bring that into it.
Mm-hmm.
Lance Archer, badass. But I don't know. See, the problem is when you come in AEW, can you just get title shots right away? I mean, I guess he said he would take on all challengers in his promo. So, let's see what everyone is saying in here. Someone just brought up Brody Lee. Could be. Darby Allin could be another one. Thumbs up, Casey said. Jordan says A+. Jesus says 9 out of 10. Matt Lopez says A-. A. Bren says, yo, wrestling reviews with Ruck Ross, Big Pun, and CeeLo Green. Laugh out loud. Just kidding. Great show, guys. Thanks, Bren. Appreciate it, bro. Straight A, Sean says, Blood and Guts. Just playing A-. Yeah, I saw you put that thumbs down. I didn't believe you for a second, Rockstar. You can say it deserves.
Thank you, Casey.
You can say it deserves an A. Oh my God, he got me again. Damn it. Casey, get out of here. Matt Lopez said they need a second title like a TV or IC title. I agree with that. A-. The next challenger is the leader of the Dark Order, Matt Lopez says.
Okay.
6 said someone said they thought Lance Archer was going to be the guy that interrupted Moxley's speech tonight. He could have debuted. I don't know. Maybe there's something holding him back. Gotta see, man. Hopefully we get to see some of these supposed names debut soon. How many guys do you think AEW can sign before it's too many, too?
And for them to be featured prominently?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Once they get that second program going on TV, they may be all right.
Wait, time out. Hold on. 6 said, who's CeeLo Green? I'm going to say Conrad. You can say that if you want, but I'm telling you right now, I'm a tall motherfucker, so I ain't no CeeLo Green. All right? First question, Jesus said, what would you have Lance do on Wednesday? Rob, I'm going to let you take it. We'll all take one.
I tell you can lay out Moxley.
There you go. John Moxley gets laid out by Lance Archer, and that is the beginning. Let's see here. Give me your next one, Jesus. I'm ready. B-Boy Skyline said, I love tag team wrestling when it's treated prominently and important and its positivity. This is Matt Hardy's Twitter. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah!
And I'm the drunk one.
I'm done. Blood and Guts, Inner Circle, Pride and Powerful, Hager, Sammy, MJF, Wardlow versus the Elite, Cody, Bucks, Page. That's a lot of people. Matt Hardy and NXT held to the no. 6 stupid. I'm not even reading that. Yeah. Put the CeeLo Green down. Where's Jesus with this question, man? This might be a long ass question. Are you putting both of them in? We'll give him a second. I'll give him a little bit more time. But
y'all looking forward to Wednesday?
Yeah, I'm hyped for AEW. This is what a show's supposed to do after a pay-per-view.
Right, here we go. Second question. Who would you have be the Dark Order leader, if not Matt?
Go ahead, Derek. That's for you.
That would be me.
Yo, this dick. Putting myself over.
Exactly. Come on, Jesus.
I mean, if it's another wrestler, who would you want to see? If it's another
wrestler, I would say my only 2 options right now, either Matt.
You said if not Matt.
If not Matt, but shit. I guess you could do Raven or Christopher Daniels.
If they do Christopher Daniels, that's 2 swerves. That's some Russo shit. I'm not feeling that. Got you, bro. I'm CJ from Grove Street. People are tripping in this chat right now.
But the real leader is me, though.
I don't have to make gear for this shit.
Yeah. Oh.
Come on, what's your third question, Jesus? Throw it up there. I don't get how many people... I don't get how down people dislike AEW. It's so refreshing, man. Agreed. Last question. What y'all looking forward to for the next AEW? I'm just looking forward to seeing the fallout from this show. It's...
You know we're going to get a fire promo from either MJF or Cody.
Yes.
Yeah, there's going to definitely be some shit going on throughout this. And in all honesty, I'm really looking forward to the shows that we're planning on going to. And I'll let you guys in on a little sneak peek going forward. We're going to the Rochester show. I'll have a review up for you guys, but you're going to get the Rochester show thoughts later than usual. And we may miss another show in May because we're thinking about going to Ring of Honor, New Japan, War of the Worlds in Buffalo. So I apologize. You won't get a live AEW review that night as well. Potentially. We'll see if we get tickets for it.
Thank you, PR.
I do all this damn work and don't get shit. Alright. Let's see. Sam going to AEW show in Houston. Hey, Zeus, they've been getting a lot of shows too in Texas. I'm like, God damn. They love Texas.
They better do something special for Sammy there in his hometown.
Matt Lopez is telling people to check out ROH from tonight and last night. I will do that, Matt. You know you can get at me on Twitter. All the Twitter stuff is down below. You guys can follow me on Twitter, Instagram at EPW Show, YouTube, Facebook. Type in everything pro wrestling. It's a show by the fans for the fans. I love chatting it up with you guys. It's been great tonight. Derek didn't have any filters on. There were a lot of F-bombs dropped in this review, so this ain't for the kids. Put them to bed. Good thing I put the explicit on the podcast. Big shout out to Ant for the theme. Shout out to Rob for the layout. Rob hooked us up with this one. I appreciate what he did on this. I got nothing else to add, boys. It was a fun show. I should be back hopefully Tuesday with a podcast, and then Wednesday night, make sure you tune in for us to review AEW Dynamite. We do the same thing, kick it, and talk AEW wrestling. Good show tonight, boys. With that being said, this is Everything Pro Wrestling for Conrad, Derek, Rob, Donnie, and Brandon, and everyone in the live chat. Thank you guys so much.
Peace.
Peace.